Spiritual Psychics TV is hosting the first annual recognition of achievements, acknowledging those who dedicate their lives to a spiritual act of kindness.
Good morning and welcome to Brunch with SPtv. My name's Alison, if you don't already know. We've got a special guest today. He's very special in many ways. It's, of course, Mr. Producer himself, Richard James. Good morning, Richard. Where are you? Hang on, he's coming up. There he goes. Hello. Good morning.
Come hello, my darlings. How you doing?
Hello.
Good morning.
It's himself, also known as the SPtv WhatsApp DJ, Rick James of the Love Hour. This is what we have to put up with sometimes. His DJing. I'm sure you were a DJ in another life, Richard. Is that right?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I used to do
were.
DJ.
Yeah, it was the voice that did it for me. It's luckily he doesn't sing, and he can't sing in my ear today.
But I can still sing.
You actually, Richard, you can't sing. Oh dear, such fun, isn't it? Anyway, should we say hello to a few people before we go into what we're going to do? We've got a few people watching, obviously. The regulars. We've got Stace Shaw. Good morning.
Morning, Stace.
And Kim. Oh,
Kimbo. Peeps.
Oi, oi, oi. Oh, and our favourite pendulum healer, lovely Wendy Lindsay. I do love Wendy. She's taught me a lot with the pendulum Wendy has. She's absolutely fantastic.
We've actually got a pendulum to give away, which we bought yesterday.
Yes, we have. We were talking about that yesterday, weren't we?
We could give it away during Wendy's show, actually, next week.
Oh, that's a good idea. That would be perfect, actually, because she could then... I hope you don't mind, Wendy. We're just sorting your show out for you. Just deciding what you can and can't do. That would be a good idea for that, if you don't mind, Wendy, because then you can explain to people a bit, even though you'll be doing your crystal ball. You could explain a bit about the pendulum. Yeah. We were training it last night, weren't we, Richard, the pendulum?
Yeah, we were. Yeah, that was very bizarre.
Yeah, it was weird. Anyway, yeah, that'll be a good... I'll speak to Wendy about that. Anyway, good morning to Abby Vale.
Hey, Abby. Nice to see you this morning.
Abby and Kelly Rocket.
Hello, g'day.
Of course, we've got to say hello to old Harold.
Oh,
Heidi
yeah,
Spicer.
Heidi.
Yeah. Sue Lawrence is here today. Good morning.
Hello, Sue. Another one from Australia, if I remember.
Yes, I think you're right there. Hello, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Tony Wright is here.
Hi, Tony.
Let's see, who else have we got? Oh, the lovely Sue Chadwick.
Hello,
a real regular there. Oh, Wendy. I said Wendy and put Caroline up. Caroline, sorry, I've just changed your name.
Should I sell my house, or will it be best to keep it and stay put, please? No idea.
Do you like your house?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Is it worth a lot of money when you sell it? You know, is it going to pay off the mortgage and then put another thing down on another mortgage? Best thing to speak to would be a financial advisor.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Cheryl Badurniak. Is that right? I never know if I've got that right. Good morning.
Like Cheryl.
No. I can't speak, Richard. Everybody knows I can't speak or see on a Monday morning. Morning listening while I'm cutting fish in work. Oh dear.
Oh God, no thanks. Luke,
Oh,
keep
no.
your fish.
I don't really do fish unless it's from the fish shop.
Huh?
See, I'm not with it on a Monday.
That did not make any sense whatsoever.
Well, does anything I ever say really make sense?
Not really, no.
Exactly. Anyway.
I just see we've got Nadia here as well. She's here.
Oh, hello, Nadia. Yes, see Nadia there.
And Kerry, I can see from Canada. She's here as well.
Canada.
And Helen's here. So do we just do your job for you? Would that be easier?
Well, yeah, you might as well.
We've got Pamela here, and also we've got the...
is that which Pamela is that?
We've got Pamela Watson here.
Pamela Watson, I think she's in Australia.
She is, yeah.
She
Helen's
is in
here
Australia.
as well.
Hello,
Michael's
Helen.
here as well, joining us.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Sue
a lot of
Bailey's
people.
also here. Yeah, and so is Wendy. Wendy Short, that is.
Wendy Short, yeah.
Yeah.
Helen Mansell, good morning. Yeah. Wendy Lindsay saying, ooh.
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 To what? Oh, and Nadia's from Belgium, of course.
I was just about to say, we've got Nadia from Belgium, yeah. All over the place, to be honest.
Just diverting a little bit, though, Alison, if I may. Last night, we was actually seeing how many people who has been on SPtv over a year or so, nearly 2 years ago, wasn't it?
We were, yes.
And some of the names I'm seeing here, hi, Lauren, were there as well.
Yeah, we've had quite a few people right from the beginning, haven't we?
Yeah, regularly.
So
thank you so much for following us.
Thank you, everybody. Kimbo is saying I'm in Essex, but not for long. Yeah, we know, Kim. You're going back to the Philippines. Oh, dear.
It's so quiet, isn't it?
It is going to be quiet without him, because although Kim says he's going to have internet, we haven't decided if we're going to let him back, have we?
No.
Carrie Ann says it's freezing here. It is cold. It is really cold.
What you need, Carrie Ann, is just someone to go up to and give him a nice long cuddle to keep you warm.
Or a hot chocolate with a bit of Bailey's in. Does the trick. Yeah.
Someone said to me the other day, have a hot chocolate with a flake in it. I thought, what's the point of that? Well, no, it'd melt it, wouldn't it? I suppose, with the flake. If it's hot chocolate.
Oh, Heidi Spicer, good old Harold. I do call her Harold. She calls me Jim. She said, morning, didn't realise it was on YouTube too. I went to the dark side. Which is Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Bless.
I don't know. Shall we start, Richard, and tell people why you're here?
I don't know why I'm here. You invited me on. I don't know what I'm doing here.
We didn't have anybody else, to be honest, Richard. Nobody would come on.
You cheeky.
It's the 3rd anniversary of SPtv, isn't it?
Yeah, this Saturday.
This Saturday. So we thought we would get Richard on and get you lot to ask him lots and lots of questions. Hello, Christine Murray.
Hey, Christine.
So if anybody has any questions for Richard regarding SPtv, please put them in the chat.
And we'll ignore them.
And we'll ignore them and put a bit of music on and have a gin.
Oh, I can sing.
No, you can't.
Oh.
Tony Wright said, congratulations. Thank you. I think I've been here just under 2 years, if I remember correctly.
It's gone so quick, isn't it?
Well, we lost a year, didn't we?
Well, see, for me, it wasn't. It was really busy. For 9 months, I was building the website, so it just flew by.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. I was just looking at some of the questions coming in. I'd like to start, really. What gave you the idea to start SPtv?
I came back from living in another country, and I wanted... No, that wasn't. I was working... That was before that. So I came back from our country and I started working in education as a lecturer in media. And I did not like working there. I won't go into all the politics of it, but I did not like working there anymore. So I resigned, and I thought, right, what am I going to do to myself, for myself? And then, like beginning of January, I just had a thought that popped into my head about going online and building a spiritual community, because during my time of resigning, it was like, okay, what can I do during the day, sort of thing. And I was looking on Facebook and all these other social media platforms, and I was watching these mediums in my view, were just so unprofessional, constantly came across as begging for money if you wanted to read in. And I thought, well, wait a minute, how about all these people who can't afford these readings and honestly need guidance and help and support? And it came across as though it was all greed, and I loathe greediness. So I thought, right, let's do something with it. And I met up one day with Paul Cecil, who was on doing our VIP last night, and spoke to him about my idea. And he went, go for it, do it. You know, just, you've got all the knowledge. You've worked in television as a TV producer and a director. You've done so much media stuff. You've worked in education, so you know how to present yourself, sort of thing. You know all about building websites because you've built websites, and I have one. I have been awarded. I was the best graphic and web designer 1 year, and that's how I was headhunted for the television. That's how my television career started. So if I've got all this knowledge of media, let's put it into building SPtv. And it started off purely just as pre-recording everything and then broadcasting on YouTube, but it just wasn't going anywhere. And then I spoke to Ian Mason, and I started to become good friends, and we chatted, and he said, I'll go live for you if you want. And that was it. That's where the live started happening.
Yeah. That was actually my next question. That was about the first show with Ian Mason. Sue Lawrence did actually ask the same question as me. So hopefully, Sue, that's answered that. Yeah, I was going to say that was the first show, wasn't it, with Ian Mason, which was a recorded show? It
was live.
Was it? Why did I think it was recorded?
He did do that. Yeah, you were correct. He did do we did a show called My Spirit Life, where we interviewed mediums or spiritual people. It was all pre-recorded, edited, and then broadcasted on YouTube. But it wasn't live. It was all pre-recorded. So you are right there. It was he was the pre-record. And then about a month or so later, he actually went live on SPtv. And I found the footage of it, the very first footage, and how different SBTV looks from there to where it looks today.
Yeah, I did have a quick look at that. I need to watch all of it. But Pamela Watson says you are amazing, Richard. I shouldn't have read that out. I should not have read that out.
No, that's fine. I take the compliment.
Well, you'll never stop now, will you? Heidi has asked, how many people have not accepted their nomination for the awards? Is it just the one?
No, I think it's about 6 or 7 in total.
Oh, really?
There's quite a few people who's been nominated. But hold on a minute, I'll do your job for you. That was the question. There you go.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. I was too busy looking. Yeah, thanks for that.
It's all right. That's all the years of practice, behind the scenes.
Yeah, exactly.
Quite a lot of people have been nominated, but the person who has been nominated have declined. They don't want to. A lot of them, people think it's egotistical, big-headed, and who do we think they are, sort of thing. It's not interested, and it's the award ceremony isn't about that. No, the awards are not like that.
But in a way, it's nice of them to think that they don't want to be nominated.
Yeah,
because they haven't got an ego, which is one of the worst things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it is, yeah. That's one of the things about the awards. It clearly states not done for ego or for greed.
Yeah.
The idea of the awards is to, for example, nominate someone who, let's say there's someone in the church who's been cleaning the church for 20 years, never been acknowledged by anybody. It's those sort of people that need to be acknowledged for the work that they give back to spiritualism.
Yeah.
And it's the churches as well that are independent, or that could be a small group, or who help local people. It's all about that. It's not about mediums saying, look at me. And I think the people who have been nominated are not egotistical that I've known. And it's not just for SPtv. They can nominate anybody they want.
I would like to think that our mediums on SPtv, or any readers, whoever we've got, I don't think the most of them have got an ego anyway.
Oh, I can't think of. There's a few. There's, what's her name? Wendy Lindsay. I think she's on our channel.
I forgot about Wendy. She is actually one of the worst ones.
Yeah. We're only joking, Wendy. We love you.
Yeah, we know Wendy. We love Wendy. She's yeah. She did say, I did pop a question on what do you love doing most on SPtv? Apart from talking to me and Terry, late night WhatsApp or Zoom chats
Zoom,
that don't have anything to do with SPTV.
Just very quickly, I'll answer the question in a minute, Wendy. Wendy's actually one of the longest people who's been on SBTV. She's been nearly here for 3 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wendy, have you not got a life?
It was Ian Mason, Matt and Kirsty, then it was Deb Clark, and then it was Wendy.
Yeah.
And yeah, they don't have any lives because they're still here. But then again, so am I.
Monday morning, why am I here? Someone who
precisely.
can't see or speak on a Monday morning.
I'm over here, by the way. So the question was, I did pop a question on, what do you love most about SBTV? And I would say it was the community side of it all. It's the slogan is bringing spiritual people together, and I think we've done that many times. People who were complete strangers are now good friends, and that's the heart of it. And people have been there to talk to one another, help one another. Yes, we offer readings, but if you go into the chat room late at night, and the community spirit, the people that you care for, and when you hear good news like Kimbo, when you hear that good news of him about the Philippines, you're happy with him. When you hear that he can't make it, you're sad with him. And that's what makes a community, that you support one another. And that, for me, is the best thing about SPTV.
Yeah, definitely. We have Kimbo. He has asked, how big is your computer setup?
It's actually quite. I will send a picture one of these days. There's two PCs that run SBTV behind the scenes. One that controls all the software that we broadcast in. It's not like StreamYard. Like here we're using StreamYard, but the software that actually broadcasts is actually used in the television industry that allows you to do all sorts of things. But it has some plugins that allows you to stream to certain amount of social media platforms. So it's designed, and it's not very cheap. It's very expensive. But then when you have this software, you then need the hardware. So you have a second PC that runs the software, that does all the fancy animations, the graphics, the sound, everything. And then you have the 4 monitors. You have a monitor on the left-hand side, which controls the software. I can see everything going on. And then I have another monitor that I can see Facebook and YouTube. So if we have any trolls or spammers, we can talk directly to them. And then we have another window which the presenters see, so I can then see what the presenters are seeing. And then I have another monitor that allows me to see the presenter via Skype. And in that, I've got small windows within small windows. So it's very complicated. Then I have my speakers. Then I have something called a Stream Deck, which allows me just to push a button, and then it controls all the, like, where it says Kimbo Text, how big is your computer setup? We call that a lower third, and underneath that is the ticker. So I have buttons that I can control all that, put the graphics on and stuff like that. So it's a very big setup, and it's not cheap either.
No, definitely. And this is what your donations go towards, keeping everything going.
Yeah.
If you're a VIP, that is where your donation goes to, just to keep everything working.
Yeah, it costs. We have a dedicated 1 terabyte line. For those who knows a little about the internet, it's 1 terabyte is very, very fast, and that's supplied with us with Virgin Media, and that's not cheap, which we pay for. And then we have the web hosting as well, host the website. We then have costs, for example, the phone. So when we're on location, we have to pay for the data on the phone. So that's not cheap, as you can imagine, as well. So there's free costs. Then you have insurance on top of that. Then we have Zoom. Then we have StreamYard to pay for. We then, for example, with some of the donations, what the money is left over, we then buy products to give away through competitions, like we did yesterday. So yeah, it's always costs occurred. But SPTV, I've said from day one, will be non-profit. It's not about the money. Yeah. It's about helping people.
Yeah, and all the money goes back into keeping it going.
Yeah.
It certainly does. Tony Wright has said, well said, so true, SPTV has helped me and so many with all the guidance, and thank you, Richard, and your team for all your hard work. Thank you, Tony.
Yeah, thank you. And Tony, yet again, is another one who's been here for a while with us.
Yeah.
We noticed yesterday.
We've had Krish has come on. Hello, Krish. Haven't
Hey,
seen you
Krish.
since
Nice to see you.
last night. A couple of newbies, Danaja. Apologies if I don't get that right. She is a new viewer. Oana, let's just see what she's saying here.
She's a newbie.
Yeah, as a newbie, at all things spiritual, I would say that what I love about SPtv is having someone to go to for clarification, guidance, acceptance, and not being judged when you think you're going cuckoo. Well, we all are. We're all a bit mad, really, on here, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a good thing. We do try and vet as many people as we can. I receive roughly about 20, 30 emails a week with mediums, readers, etc., asking to come on SBTV. And it takes us a lot of time. And luckily, we have the lovely Veronica who's here, who does a lot of vetting for me and booking mediums and so forth. But it's hard. And we always want new faces, and we allow all mediums to come on. For example, your show, Alison.
Yeah.
We invite people on. We have the Wednesdays and the Saturdays that we invite people on as well. And other shows, we give people opportunities. And our schedule, if you check out our schedule on schedule.spiritualpsychicstv.online, you can see how busy we're starting to become again. Nearly 2 shows a day. It seems to be growing and growing.
It is growing. We hope it grow even more.
Yeah.
Definitely. Christine Murray has got to go. She's off to an art class.
Take care. Enjoy the show.
Joanne Wood. So Joan. Do you know, I do apologise because I can never remember if it's Joanne or Joan. Hello, anyway. Sandy sends love. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Joanne. Yeah, Joanne and Joanne. Two different names. Yeah.
We got 3 Joannes on. Joanne Lewis. Yeah. Joanne Lewis. Joanne Lewis is coming on in April to talk about positivity. And I'm positive she is coming on, by the way. So if anybody has any more questions, pop them in the chat and we'll see if Richard can answer them. And do you know, I know you do know, how many viewers has SPtv had to date? I know it's quite a lot.
Yeah, since SPtv went live, we've had 3.2 or 3.4 million visitors, viewers to the site so far.
Wow, that's and hopefully it's we're getting a few more as well.
Yeah, we've broadcasted over 1,000 live shows now.
Wow,
which is, we think that it's probably the most ever out there for a channel similar to us. Obviously,
really?
There's people out there, a lot more out there, but for what we do, because we're so diverse in what we offer compared to other channels, we just do mediumship or tarots. We offer so much, like pendulums, past life regression, palmistry. We've got a new astrology show starting, so we offer a complete diversity to the genre around spiritualism, psychic sort of thing.
Tim Abbott.
Our lovely Tim.
Our wonderful Tim. Anybody who is on a spiritual unfolding journey needs some form of support and guidance, and your organisation offers that in so many different areas of spirituality. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you, Tim. So do you. And we look forward for you coming back on SBTV with your show, Tim. So message me. Otherwise, I will hunt you. I have special gifts. I will find you.
Yeah. We enjoyed Tim coming on.
We do. It was a great show.
Yeah, definitely. Magella. Good
Hi,
morning.
Magella.
Good morning. Any questions? Come on, everyone. We're not doing readings today.
Do you see any loved ones if my aunt will get pregnant?
It's the only way she's going to get pregnant, isn't there, really?
I'm not even going to go down
Can't
there.
go into
my
that.
mind is too early.
It's too early for all that.
But one thing I'm asking for, if everybody can please follow and share us, because I would love to get 13,000 followers by Saturday. That'd be great. I think we're shy of like 60 or 70 now, so that would be really nice. But another thing that I've noticed with Facebook is that when we invite people to come and like our channel, we send the invitation, but they don't accept.
Yeah,
and that's quite upsetting, because we think we do all this for free, and that only takes a few minutes or a few seconds just to click that.
It does. It doesn't take long at all. I'm always liking things just because people send me a thing like this, like that, and I think, well, yeah, it's not hurting me, is it? It's not doing anything.
No.
Some of the questions I'm not going to answer on that have been put up, especially from Kim. I don't know. We can't get the viewers some of the time, especially when it's Kim and Heidi.
Yeah,
I don't know what they are planning something. I've been reading a few bits they've been putting up. I don't know what they're planning.
But then again, they bring laughter to the channel.
They do,
don't they?
and we do need a lot of laughter.
Yeah,
we do, and this is what we do. We, especially on the YouTube, when it's being streamed on YouTube. That is I mean, people may think we're being a bit disrespectful by not listening or what have you, but believe me, everybody's watching, and we're always having a chat, usually about food over there. And there's just a great community over there, really.
It's quite different, isn't it, for those who are on Facebook? I'm not being disrespectful to the Facebook viewers, but a lot of them will have a small conversation with you, and then majority will ask for readings if it's a reading show. Some of them don't even say hello; they just say, "Can I read it, please?" without even saying hi. So, have you ever noticed? So, have you ever noticed that when you come, it's okay. So, when you notice when you come on and your name's not on screen, it's because you haven't said hello to us. You've just gone in straight for the reading, and we don't put them up on screen. But the YouTube is a community based. I find
it is very community based. We don't get a huge amount of people on there as we do on Facebook, but it's just like a little family. Everybody's looking after everybody, and it's just lovely over there. There's a chat, though, I must admit, they're food obsessed, mainly cake. What are you having for dinner? Things like that.
Well, it just starts the conversation, doesn't it?
It does, yeah, and it ends the conversation. I've got to go now because I'm having my dinner. Heidi.
Send me cake now.
Send me cake now. And nobody's got any questions on. Come on. Magella, I love SPtv. The show you all put on here is brilliant, and all your services go unnoted. Well done, Richard, for what you do. Yeah, definitely.
But you can't just, I thank you very much for that, but it's not just me. What people don't realize is the readers and the presenters give a lot of their time. Terry and Alison, all you see is what out the front of what Alison and Terry does. What you don't see is what they do behind the scenes. And that's a lot of work that goes into it. And they do this all voluntary. So thank you, Alison, for giving your time to SPtv.
Anything to help. We love doing it sometimes.
I don't think people realize when you got an individual going live, it's usually just them. It depends on how popular they are. And obviously, they may have a team sorting out their bookings and so forth. We don't have that. We don't have a big team. It's just mainly me doing a lot of the techie stuff. And then we've got Alison and Terry doing all the admin side of things. So there's a lot of work behind the scenes that we do as well.
Yeah. Tim has said, or asked, let me ask a question for you. As somebody who works in many different countries, do you have mediums from different countries involved within your organisation?
Not behind the scenes, no. It's all English because I speak English. So,
sometimes not very well.
Precisely, yeah. Especially if I had too many Cokes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't drink Coke, hot chocolates, I should say. As to the people at the front, yes, we do. We have people from. We've had them from Sweden, Australia, America. We got someone from Germany starting next week. Or was it next week or the week after? Whenever it is. So yeah, we have all different nationalities who are on the channel. Scottish people as well, and Irish who's come on. We have no judgment of colour, their religious belief. It's called Spiritual Psychics TV, purely to allow spiritual people to come on and say what they want. Yes, it's more aimed at spiritualists because that's what the channel is. It's a spiritualist TV channel to a degree, but we welcome anybody to come on.
Yeah,
on the channel.
We're not fussy, as you can see today.
Yeah.
Tara Angels. Good morning, Richard. This is actually one of the questions I had for you. What visions do you have for this in the future, if you have, besides getting bigger? At
this moment in time, I have no plans. I spent about 9 months building a website which offered a web directory for people to submit all their services for free, including booking system, events, a shop, what else, an academy, a magazine. And I really thought this is what people wanted, because people were saying to me that they don't want to go to other companies who are American based, who earn millions of dollars a year, offer them the services. So I went around and built identical sites for the spiritual community to use free of charge, and it doesn't work. No one's using it, and that is upsetting. So that sort of stopped me for building anything else, because one of the plans I had was going to be a new membership area for the VIP, so they don't have to go to Facebook, so they can just log on using their phone or the web browser into the admin area of their VIP, and they can see their subscriptions, what's on offer, what's happening, plus a chat room, plus live videos. And I got very disheartened where I spent all those months building all these sites and it's not being used. So it's like I have no plans for anything else yet.
Yeah. But we do have lots of new shows coming up.
The shows will always be different.
Yeah. Got some good ones. VIP things as well. We have, I think Magella has said she's hoping to become a VIP this week.
Great.
Yeah. It's well worth it. It really is well worth becoming a VIP, because we had a development show last night on Zoom for the VIPs. That's a 3 weekly thing, isn't it, with Paul
Cecile,
Paul Cecile. That was very good, and Marcus will be back in a few weeks. Diane Burston, I think the problem with Facebook is that although you ask not to keep putting your name up, you see the same names continually coming up with more and more emojis, and can be frustrating for those who try just to say hello and watch the medium and see the responses.
Yeah, what we do with that is, of Facebook and YouTube's better at doing this. They only allow you so many times to repeat what you're saying, and then they block you, and that's got nothing to do with us. That's actually them, which is a great thing. So that's reduces to spamming. And another thing, because of the algorithms with Facebook, the more people comment, the AI on Facebook think, oh, this must be a really popular show. Let's put them at the top of the list on the live. So when you go to the live area on Facebook, and then you type in, for example, psychics, tarot cards or whatever, if ours is streaming and more comments come up, the more likely we are to be seen. So I think that's one of the reasons why people do it, and we're grateful. But the system that we use, it's very intelligent, so we can go back from the very beginning. Even though we've had 3,000 comments, I can physically search for certain names, comments, and so forth. It flags up all the spammers and any rude words. So for me, it works out pretty well for that. It is hard when you're trying to follow the conversation. This is why we put the comments from the recipient who's receiving the message on screen, so both Facebook and YouTube can actually read the comments from the recipient.
Yeah, it's a hard life, isn't it, when you're doing all this? Tina Gray, I don't know what I would do without you guys since losing Mum late last year. Yeah, bless you, Tina.
And this is why it was set up, to help people like Tina and others.
Yeah,
because when we suffer through grief, most people do turn to religion, and it's trying to find the right platform where to go, because a lot of mediums, and it's their job, I'm not putting them down, don't take this the wrong way, a lot of mediums have to earn a living, so they constantly ask for money while going live, where we won't. No one on SBTV, even the presenters, are not allowed. Just a little secret for you, though. There's only a few of you watching. When we have someone who comes on and start advertising themselves a lot, I don't like it. I will mute them.
Yes, he does mute them.
Because it's not a platform for you to shout out at the top of your lungs about advertising. It's not an advert channel. No. You know, yes, we put adverts on what's coming on SPtv, but apart from that, no. And if the medium asks at the beginning of the show, Richard, I've got an event happening, would you mind me mentioning it, the answer will always be yes. And the reason why I say that is because they've asked. They've shown me the respect to ask. And if those who just don't ask and just do it, and sometimes a lot of mediums don't get asked to come back to SBTV because it's not what the audience, we have statistics, so we can see which show is good, which show is not so good, which medium is liked and not so liked, for example. And we like to give everybody a chance, but it's down to the viewers.
Yeah.
And how they react with the viewers.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just seen a question that Joanne is saying. When are you going to invite me to do a show for you, Richard? It's as I mentioned earlier on, Joanne, that it's a long vetting. I don't have time to sit around because I have my own business to run. I don't have time to sit down and watch all these channels. And when I do have 5 minutes, I will sit down and have a look. And then I just pass the details over to Veronica. And you have to understand, we get so many requests to come on our channel, and going through everybody is so time consuming. Yeah,
it does take a long time, even for Brunch, searching for people and having a look through their Facebook and seeing if they've got any lives on there, and just so you can see. Well, yeah, just getting time to pop them in the diary as well. Keith has just popped a thing in. One thing I do know is the training of the reader is to whether they are distracted by comments or not. Some do, don't they, Rich? Some don't look at the comments.
Yeah, it's one good thing about our system. You see all the comments come up and after each other, and they can be really quick. For example, with Joseph, it was at 3.4 thousand comments coming up.
Yes, that was so busy that night.
Yeah, so it's hard, but when we use StreamYard, the presenter can see that. But when I produce, our system is totally different. The presenter never sees any comments. They never know who's on, who's commenting. So you could be chatting away, having a conversation with the presenter, and they wouldn't have a clue. They just wouldn't know. I read the comments along with the admin, but apart from that, they don't see them. It's only when, let's say, for example, Keith, you can take the message. Let's pick on Matt and Kirsty, for example. Only your comments will be shown to Matt and Kirsty or to the reader. They don't see anything else. They see the hellos, but apart from that, they just see the one comment. They don't see any other comments coming up. It's less distracting for them. A lot of mediums prefer that because it's just easier.
Yeah, I know Deb Clark, she doesn't always look at the comments, does she?
She doesn't, no. So you might hear every now and then she might smile and say, he's picking on me again. That's because I've said to her, will you please look at the damn comments?
Yeah, and I've often heard her saying, I've just seen a comment because Spirit have made me look.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something I have seen her do quite often, because she doesn't look at the comments. She looks to the other side of the room.
A lot of mediums do it, but it's because they're concentrating on what they're receiving. And throughout the entire show, you will hear the medium say, I've got Richard or Mr. P or whatever. And that's because I'm talking to them in the ear. Hence why they wear the headphones.
Which is mainly Polly and Jane. You're having to tell them off, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. What you see on live is really watered down. Once the cameras are not rolling, as the expression goes, it's totally different. They go into their mode.
Yeah.
And trust me, you want to see
I've seen their
them.
mode as well.
And we are planning another late night, but we're hoping to get the lovely Sam O'Neill with us as well, and Jackie from the coffee shop.
Oh no!
It'll have to be via Zoom, and it'll be an adult notice saying, "Please note there will be foul language during this."
Oh my goodness! And what is Jackie going to be calling you then, Richard?
Oh, let's not go down that road.
Oh
let's not go down here.
That's going to be something. Did you say that was for VIPs?
It will be open for anyone, but we might do a VIP one first, though. I've just noticed our lovely Deb Clark, who's on tomorrow night, concentrating on concentrating on spirits and not comments. Absolutely, yeah,
definitely.
And then but have you noticed when Deb first started? She was Sbtv was her first time she broadcasted, and it was great ever since, because we were talking beforehand. And we thought, she goes, let's just do it. And so we did it. And now she has her own regular show.
Yeah.
But to this date, she is still one of the most viewed mediums on our channel. So, and now she starts to tell me off live on air, where before
She does,
quiet.
yeah. And I'm not surprised that she's one of the most popular ones. She's absolutely brilliant.
And don't forget, you can vote for her as well.
Yeah, I was actually going to see Deb last week in Exeter, and I wasn't able to get there. I was going to surprise her. Now I've surprised her at the next one.
We have been talking about doing a tour with Deb, going to certain places, certain churches around the country, where we would then say to the church, "Look, you charge whatever you want, all we want is our travelling expenses." And then Deb and I would come together and go to different church and broadcast live. So that's one idea we have.
South Somerset, I'll be there.
But the problem is we sent out so many messages and to all these churches and venues and zero response.
Yeah. So it's such a shame. Yeah, Deb, where were you? Yeah, I wasn't able to get there, but I will do. I will for the next one. I can't remember what I was doing, but I know I couldn't get there. My memory, as people know, is absolutely horrendous. Any questions? Any more questions, everyone?
Morning, Wendy.
Wendy Gawley, hello.
Yeah,
she's saying
she's at Weston soon.
Weston, okay. I might try and see if I can get there. No, Magella.
If you're paying for it, yeah.
Yeah.
As simple as that.
Richard will need his helicopter flight, private jet, possibly.
Yeah. I need somewhere to land my helicopter. So.
Yeah, he likes his helicopter, which he doesn't really have.
No. Well, I have a toy one. I do have a pilot's license.
Have you?
Yeah, well, I say that loosely because I became very ill a few years ago, and I had to give up my scuba diving and my flying lessons. And I was in my first year of flying, and I loved it. I absolutely love flying. Yeah, and I had to give it all up because of my ill health.
That's a shame. Wendy, you'll have to put your question up again because I haven't seen another one from you.
And my question's at LAC you're not looking at, yeah.
If it was that. Does admin help you so much more than when you did everything on your own? I'm not going to answer that because he'll probably say we've made more work for him.
It's true. No, it has helped because Terry does a lot of the admin for me now, and like the lounge and the fan base. Well, fan base is Terry's site anyway, not SPtv. So a lot of that, and if there's any inquiries or queries, everything goes via Terry, so then I don't have to deal with it. And the sites going live, like the StreamYards, is Alison. We have regular meetings. We had one last night after.
We did, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did we talk anything about SPtv?
No, not really.
No.
Well, we did. We talked about some classes and stuff like that. So we'd like to know, and it's not to spread gossip or rumors. It's to make sure that the viewers that come on, that they feel safe and then they feel secure. So they say, well, be wary of this person, or what happens if this situation arises. Because we want everybody to be happy on the channel. We don't like the idea of anybody being abused, being spoken to unnecessarily. And we try and keep it flowing as possible. So to answer your question, they do a lot. It takes a lot of pressure from me.
That's what we're here for.
But they also give me a headache.
No, he does. Don't take any notice of what he says. Tony, what I find amazing is that spirit can sometimes reach more than one person. Sometimes more than one person can take the message. We had, I don't know who it was, what medium and what show it was, but the other week there were so many people just taking that one reading. Does that make your work even harder, Richard? I can imagine it does, because you're trying to see who's taking what.
I use like my own filter, because I have to filter out for the hosts and for the viewers. And what I tend to do, if I look out for those who can take everything. Now we have about 4 or 5 on SBTV that will take absolutely everything about anything. So we become very weary of them. And in fact, we've actually tested them a couple of times. I've got the medium to say, can you just say this? And they said yes, and I've literally just made it up. So that's when we know, look, stop wasting people's time. It's unfair for the recipient, for the people who are watching, who can take it, who really desperately need that support and that help, all that little message. So when someone else takes it, it's not really nice. So we keep an eye on what's going on. So what I turn around and say to the medium before the show, because I always come on 15 minutes before the show, we have a little chat, and then I ask them, can you please try and go to the specific person, because it can take up to 10 minutes till you find the correct person, and then the message is nearly gone and the medium's completely drained. So we try and filter out as much as I can, and I do that. The medium doesn't know. So if 10 people can take it, I will filter it down to 2 or 3, because I would get the feeling myself, the medium, and I'm talking to the medium in the ear as well, and Deb can vouch for that as well, and other mediums has been on here, that I try and help the medium as much as I can at the same time.
Yeah. Tim has again said, I think sometimes when more than one recipient can take the information, it can become a bit of a competition. I think that's exactly right. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. And
the medium would know. It's like when you've seen Tim when he's done his demo when he was on SPtv, and Deb Clark going back to Deb Clark again, they would turn around and say, no, I'm not with that person. They just know it. So they see on screen, and I might say to me, you've got 3 or 4, and I might mention their names, but not put it on screen for them to see. So the medium, like Deb, might turn around and say, I'm not with you, Alison. I'm pretty sure I'm with Wendy, for example.
Yeah.
And then we just stick with Wendy.
And talking of Wendy, Richard, your light-hearted readings seem to be getting very spot on for people. Will you be having your own show soon? He was going to do some today, but I wouldn't let him.
You liar. That reminds me of I'll answer that yesterday with, I left my microphone on from the show with the Sunday sofa. And I didn't realise people could hear me at the beginning of the show.
You were having a right go about Wendy, weren't you?
And it was Polly who said something and said, oh, look, Richard just said a foul word. And I said, you little liar. And I'm glad that microphone was on, because everybody could prove I was not lying. I never said a word.
Oh, dear.
And that happens sometimes. We did it with Bill one time. We turned the mics on by mistake. And all they were left on was something, and we was having a conversation. Everybody said, we can hear what you're saying. I thought, well, luckily you weren't slagging anybody off.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So, yeah.
We have Suzanne Riches. I so appreciate everything you all do for. You all do. It's popped up. Come back down. It just does that, doesn't it? I, for one, can't get out often to the churches, and it's fantastic. I can listen to it all on my phone and have an occasional reading. Thank you all so much.
Welcome. But can we go back to Wendy's question, because I never actually answered it?
Oh, didn't you?
No.
You were waffling on, weren't you?
See, I moaned about mediums waffling, and yeah. So, will I get my own show? No. I do the odd ones every now and then, but it's a giggle. It's when I need to relax, or I've woken up in a positive mood and I want to sort of share the positiveness, and I make it all up. I think we all have mediumistic skills. I think everybody has. I don't think it's a skill, it's an ability. We just have to fine tune it. Same as with the sixth sense. People call that psychic ability. I see that as a sixth sense. We have 5 senses. The sixth sense is, I would see that as clear knowing. I see that as the sixth sense, and we all have it. We all have that ability. It's just how we're sensitive. Like Alison, you might know if Terry's going to call you, or whatever the case may be, or family might think, oh, what's going wrong? I'm very close to my sister, so I know if something's wrong. I get a feeling in my body, so I ring her up and say, you're okay? She goes, oh, no, this has happened. I just know it, and I think all of us have this ability.
Yeah, I think talking about Terry, a few weeks ago, I wasn't very well. And it got to about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I hadn't said good morning to her. She's so demanding. She really is. And she was messaging just to see if everything was all right. And I wasn't very well at all. But it's either that or she's just nosy, to be honest. Oh. Heidi has said, I can't go into churches as they tend to burst into flames. So online is ideal for me. That's quite true as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Tim.
Hoping you weren't going to bring that one up. Okay.
I had to. Richard, you said be yourself. And I'd said it wasn't a good idea, didn't I? Because luckily you can only see the top half. Tim has said, Richard, Wendy has a good point. What is your background in mediumship, and do you have any major mystical skills? I'm going to say yes, he has, but he says no.
As I said just a moment ago, we all have this ability, and it depends how you tune in to divine it or whatever you want to call it. But many years ago, when I was about 16, 17, then yes, I was going in churches and doing mediumship. But I don't do it now, and I have no wish to do it for spirit. I don't work for spirit. I work with, if I choose to. It's my grounds, not theirs.
Lovely. Does anybody have any more questions, or would you like to get on to our next little
Just
bit?
going back to what I've just seen a comment by Kerry here saying, I can never get answers from anyone. I'm not quite sure what you mean.
Does she not get... Now, wasn't that in a conversation or in a reading the other day? Somebody never gets... It was Paul last night, wasn't it? He did a reading for somebody who said they've never got the answers they wanted, if I remember correctly.
All right, okay.
Yeah. She says I just get ignored a lot.
We try not... we've got to realise when we're going live and you're chatting away, the medium our readers just don't see your comments at all. Only if I give the reader your comments to read on air, like the hellos and so forth, all throughout. Like Matt and Kirsty will only see certain comments. Sam O'Neill will only see certain comments because it's just too many. What people forget, when you're on Facebook, you've also got YouTube as well, commenting. And we have to filter through everything. So when someone's trying to talk to a medium and they're being ignored, it's not that the mediums ignore them. It's that the medium's not seeing them. And I will sometimes say to me, can you just acknowledge Kerry, for example, to say hi to her? And then they will. So.
Yeah. Deb has said, people want advice. That's the problem. Spirit are not here for advice. That is very true as well, isn't it?
I don't know. Why wouldn't spirit give you advice? If it was your mother or father on the earth plane.
That's very true.
And then you go and see them, say, Mum, Dad, I've got a problem. Can you help me? They're there to give you guidance because that's what parents do. It's what we do as family and friends. We give help and advice. So when they go to the spirit world, why can't they give you advice?
It's
true. Exactly the same sort of thing, isn't it? I don't believe they can move cars to give you a space in the car park. I don't believe that they can do other things for you. If they couldn't do it on the earth plane, what makes you think they can do it when they're in spirit?
Yeah.
This is my own
That's
opinion.
True.
When we're on the earth plane, we're here as a spirit energy, borrowing this body, figuring out what we're going to do with it, and hopefully to learn and grow our spiritual person and spirituality as a spirit energy. So when we go to spirit or go back home, as the expression goes, there's no difference, only what we've learned. And then we can have a choice where we go. No one can tell me what happens. So when I die, my parents will come and meet me. Then what happens? Do I go and play golf? Sort of thing. I don't know. People say, oh, you go on the next step and to learn and to grow. But where's the evidence of this?
Well,
only
that's
what
it, isn't
mediums
it?
tell us.
Yeah. Nobody has ever told us that, have they? Even the mediums have never said that I can remember what you do after you die. Do you just sit around? Does my mum and dad just sit here all day playing with my cat balls?
No, I believe that they're to grow as well in the spirit. So we've been led to believe, and we've got these trance mediums and say these certain things, but no one would know any of these answers until we actually go over there.
Yeah,
that's how I see things. And people may disagree what I say, but that's how I see it personally.
Yeah. So I think seems to be all the questions. Do you think, Richard?
That's up to you. It's your show.
Well, as soon as I've got my other bits ready, I'm just going to do a little. Someone said the other day, we were talking about this, weren't we?
Yeah,
Encaustic
yesterday.
wax art.
Yeah, I think you do very good at doing that. Yeah.
And someone wanted a little demonstration. I can't remember who it was. We said we'd do a bit today, but we might do a show of it one day and get Richard in and doing his fake readings and read these wax arts, which is now changing the subject totally. Encaustic wax art. There we are. I can't get that right.
Yeah.
It comes in a little kit. No, Keith, I'm not going to be practicing readings. It comes with that. You get these little coloured wax. I'm going the wrong way again. Blocks. A travel iron. That is what it is, a travel iron. I got this off Amazon after seeing Julie Caswell from Wimbledon Spiritualist Church doing this. And this is what you do. You put the wax on the warm iron, melt it, make these pictures. And what we tend to do,
That looks like a monster with teeth
Yeah.
and a nose.
we've done this on our Zoom chats we used to have, and we just see what we can see in it. I've done a few of those. Where's my favourite? This one. This is the one that we all look at, because if you can see, found my pointer. There is a little face. Can anyone see that?
Yep, because we've seen that so
We've
many
seen
times.
that, so that was my favourite
Give
one.
us something different, woman. Come on.
I'm going to give you some different because I am going to do it. I've got my iron.
You're going to do it live.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it live. Excuse me, just while I move my camera a bit. So I've got the warm iron. Personally, I would get yourself a cheap old travel iron without any steam on it.
Yeah.
Buy the wax melt separately.
Well, people were suggesting crayons last night, weren't they?
Do you know, I'm going to steal some of my little niece's crayons. Don't tell her that. Magella, yes.
Yeah, we
Photo
do. Yeah.
readings is Marcus and Deb Clark, isn't it?
Yeah. it's
Once a
new show.
month.
Yeah, I think let's have a quick look what their next one is. Because if you need to see anything, it's everything. Just go to schedule.spiritualpsychicstv.online and you will see it's all color coded. And you can click on simple links, which say, for example, you're looking for philosophy, or if it's a VIP, a daytime show and stuff, it tells you all there what's going on. So the next one, I believe, is the 18th, Friday, the 18th of February.
Yes, that is a photo one. So you can,
Yeah.
if you haven't already done that, you can send your photo in on the day when Richard puts the email address up.
Yep.
Richard, choose me 3 colours, not any red with black spots.
Pink with blue.
Oh, I'm run out of that one.
Okay, blue.
Blue, right, hang on. That colour blue all right for you?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Yep.
that's
So
it.
I just put that over there, on there like that. Another colour?
Can I have
Sometime today?
No, I think when I want to do it.
Mhm.
I'll have white, please.
And white, there's a white. So we then put that on there. Another colour?
Pink.
Pink. This is a light pink.
Yeah, that's fine.
And we'll mix that on there. So that's all on there. I can't show you because it'll fall off. Let me just see if I can put that down a bit.
That's it. We can see.
You can see, I just grab hold of that. I shove that on there and just, Richard, these colours really aren't coming out very well.
I can see something there.
Can
in
you
the
see?
shape.
And
I
then
saw a
just
bird earlier.
move it around. Then you just quickly wipe that off before it goes a bit hard. Right, I'll put it back up again. So you've got that. That dries really quickly. Give it a quick rub over
Wipe.
with some paper. And that,
Bring it down and
Bring it
over a little bit
down.
to your right.
There we
That's
are.
it. Stop. Perfect.
there we are.
See, for me, I see clouds. I see a leaf. I see an angel coming out from the clouds in the back, and I see a bird. Oh, a dragon. Sorry, a dragon's head on the right-hand side.
Wow. Oh, I can see the dragon's head. Yeah. And that is what it is. It's as simple as that. Magella says she loves doing candle wax readings. Wow. Looks like heaven, Linda Wilson has said. Yeah, actually, Richard, it looks like a bit like our background there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what that is.
Do you get
Clouds,
anything from it though, Alison? When you look at it, do you sort of... So let's say, for example, I know Linda Williams, for example, you said, right, this reading's for Linda, and she then gives you the colours. You then put it down. Do you get anything from it? As in like a reading?
No. Sometimes I see things. I can actually see a box just there.
Okay, you do, that's it, yeah.
That's it. There, a box of some kind, which I feel has some papers in it.
Okay. So this was, if you look at it this way, when I look at this, these were my colours. You asked me for my colours. So let's say it was my reading then. So I got the clouds. I see the dragon. You're saying about the box. So what would that mean to you if you saw the dragon, the box and the clouds? What would that mean to you?
Is that... Oh, hang on. There we are. No, there. Is that where you're saying the dragon is?
Yeah, further over. That's it. Just over there.
That's it.
Yeah,
I've just seen that. I have just seen that. The box... Do you know what's just come into my mind is the Akashic Records. Whether that's because I've seen that written today on here. Yeah. But that there, and it's in the clouds. And I can also see... I think there's something else. Where are we? About here.
Yeah.
There's a face of some kind. That dragon is guarding that box. But that's in the clouds.
Okay.
That is in the clouds. What does anybody else...
No. So what would that mean to you?
There's nothing... I've got nothing, Richard.
Okay, let's look at it another way then. What does a dragon web mean to you? Apart from mother-in-law. I'm sorry.
Oh, Richard.
I do apologise.
I just think he's guarding. He's just the guardian.
Okay, you know that I love flying. I do have an interest in dragons. Yes. So sometimes it's simple as saying to someone, would you understand if I gave you a dragon? And a recipient could say, yes, I could take that. It makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
And that's it. Why go into the reading and just say, leave it as that? You understand. Yeah. So the box, and you said there was paperwork. That would make a lot of sense. I've got a lot of paperwork to do.
That's very true.
And
yes.
They are in a box for me to sort out.
Magella is saying the book of life.
Yeah, you could say it was a book of life. Yeah. But for me, the box is, and you mentioned paperwork, I do have a box, as I said. Yeah. So that would make sense. And the clouds were saying, keep reaching. I had a reading at the end of the show with Polly yesterday, and she kept saying, just keep going, just keep reaching for the sky. And there you go.
There you go. Exactly right. What time?
So sometimes it's worth just looking at something and then say what you see sometimes.
I'm going to pop your name on the back of that, and you'll give me your address after, Richard. I'll pop it in the post.
I will not.
I've been after his address for a long time. There you go. Let's just give this another wipe. Would anybody like one for themselves? And I'll pop it on the fan page. Pop the picture of it on the fan page for you.
Yeah.
Right, Richard, choose me three people. Choose me a person.
Yeah, I've just seen what Michelle's saying. This is hi, I see protection. So because that's popped into my head, so I'm going to pick Michelle. So Michelle can give us 3 colours. So I'll just take over your show for a minute, Alison.
Carry on, Richard. Yeah, I've got my hands full with a hot iron. Spend my time with an iron. Hi, Julie. Julie Caswell is on, and hi, Julie is the one who introduced me to this.
Yeah, I can see what Julie is saying now.
Yeah.
Scrying, yeah.
I do need to speak to Julie about some of these bits and pieces.
So we're just waiting for Michelle to come up with our 3 colours. So she's saying
Right.
yellow, orange, and
Yellow.
green, please.
Orange, green. So I do them in the colour, the yellow, orange, green. Yeah, do that. So we've got a yellow.
I'd say what we've got a I have to speak to our lovely Julie actually, because we do have a space, I think a workshop space in Wimbledon next month.
Oh,
See if she'd be willing to sort of come along.
good
and do
idea.
That with her.
Yeah.
'Cause I know
right.
a lot of people would enjoy that.
Yeah. This is really popular, isn't it? This sort of
It
thing
is,
I've seen.
yeah.
Michelle, here we go. Just going to give you a swirl. Oh, I see what that's made straight away. Just give that a quick wipe. I just thanks Julie for introducing us to this.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Because I love it. I'm running out of card actually.
And then when we were in October at the weekend event Julie was doing, and it was very popular.
Was it really?
Mm.
Right, give this a quick wipe.
Because I think people like to do hands-on things.
Yeah.
And not just sit and listen. They want to do things.
Yeah. Just give that a wipe over. Of course, Lynn Swede also did this, didn't she?
No
She
idea.
came on Brunch, if I remember rightly. Right. Over there.
That's it, just there. That's it.
That's
That's it.
there.
Hold it there. So what I'm doing to you there, saying hold it there, that's exactly what I do when we're doing cards or whatever to the readers. Move it back, left, up, down a little bit more, sort of thing.
To the right, to the left.
Yeah.
Right. Anybody see anything in that?
What do you see in it, Alison? Let's start with you.
With me, okay. The first thing I saw was,
Thank you, Julie. I'll speak to you later about that.
I thought was a bird, but I've now decided it's a UFO. There. I have to get that right.
Okay, so
There we go.
Michelle, are birds important to you? See, for me, I see a sunset, I see trees, and for me, it's saying that you need to relax a bit more, Michelle. You shouldn't just be running around. You've got to relax, give time to yourself, and maybe if a bird comes in, listen to what they have to say, like a robin or something, so a loved one is coming closer to you. And that's how I would see that, how I interpret that there. Because I also see another bird on the left-hand side, I see too. And I see like a nice big wind. So that could be, for example, like the American eagle. But that tells me that's power, there's energy, that if you have it, you can go forward with this energy, but you just need time to relax first before you move on to your next step. And that's just from looking at one card. And she's saying that she loves birds.
Yeah. And that really is a bird. Now, is that a beak? Here.
See, I'm looking at it further up. If you go further up, you've got the wingspan.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Mm.
Jacqueline Ann Forrest said, looks like a beautiful waterfall. Yeah.
It's wonderful how people can interpret what they're seeing. But Alison, what are you seeing? We know we got your bird. You said
the bird.
What else do you see?
Grass. Oh. I see grass here.
Yep.
All along there. Where's it gone? And just here, it just came. I know whether we were talking about unicorns yesterday. That looks like a horse. Comfort like a horse. It's got red lips. But that, I don't know what that is. It looks like it's got something on its head. And then there's an ear there. Just push that back over there a bit. Yeah. It's just that bird that stands out to me.
Julie's saying, I see a robin, houses at white at the bottom. Yeah, I can see that.
So I'm just reading Heidi's
Heidi, yeah,
comments.
see me and Kimbo getting the cold shoulder. The reason why we're not putting your comments up because we're inappropriate to put them up.
Yeah,
No,
that's
not really.
what, that's one of the reasons you never get a reading. Right, I'm going to put Michelle's name on the back of this. I'll drop my pen. I don't know if you're in the fan page, Michelle. If not, please join it. It's just the Facebook page.
She says I'm always appropriate.
Yeah. Should we do another quick one?
Yeah, you can have a quickie.
I have to go out shortly, but I get distracted doing this. Who would like one then? Richard, find me another little victim.
I'm going to go to Tony Wright if I can, because she's been on Sbtv for so long.
Yeah.
And why not?
Exactly. Give that another quick. And these irons are always on very low, which is good for me because I tend to burn myself. Never iron your clothes while you're wearing them. That's my tip of the day.
Okay. And also I've just noticed, Wendy Gawley, she's also been a long-standing
Yes, she has,
viewer. Yeah, we noticed that as well.
I think I might do this one day as a show.
I think you should.
I think we should, yeah.
Well, it is your show. You do what you want with it.
Oh, yeah, within reason, Richard. You've already, you can't have them on. Don't like them. You can't have them on. They looked at me funny online one night. Okay.
Well, I do own the channel. So.
You do own the channel. Yes, Alison, it's your show. You do whatever you want, but tell me first.
But not that person or this person.
Not that one or them or them.
Definitely not.
Please don't give Heidi a reading.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I've never said that.
Not today, you haven't. Tony, choose 3 colours, please. If I've got them, this little kit, you don't get some great colours. I've got to get some new ones, which I will do shortly.
People are saying that would be great if you did your own show with doing the readings. So there you go. When you have no guests one week, there you go.
Exactly. Magella said, Alison, I got a nasty burn from the glue gun. Do you know, the only thing I really burn myself, I don't iron. That's a lie. I don't iron unless I have to. Is the oven. I never use an oven glove.
It's your own fault then.
I know, I'm terrible. Yellow, pink and blue. Is that what you chose, Richard? No, you chose white, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so...
It doesn't matter if it's the same colours. It's always going to come out different.
Yeah, it's going to come out differently, however which way. Is that even something?
Reminds me of that film with Clint Eastwood.
Any which way but loose.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's with the orangutan, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And I'm just letting that's just pink is just pouring into the blue. So let's see what that does. Heidi's gonna knit you an oven glove, Jim. Thanks, love. Oh, that blue is really going on. Oh, I like that. Just give that a quick wipe and I'll be back with you. Got to iron clothes with this afterwards.
Yeah, that's the...
Don't do ironing.
Yeah, we can tell by the shirt.
Exactly. Do you know, I even washed this 3 years ago. Let that dry.
At least it's not as scruffy as our Prime Minister. So, moving on very quickly.
No politics on my show, please, Richard.
It wasn't politics. I just said Prime Minister.
Put it.
Was it?
But he worked me. Oh. I'll show you what this is then, shall I?
Yeah, it would help.
Oh, let me just move that out the way.
Okay, let's zoom into that a little bit more.
There we go. Right, what can you see there? Because I can see a dinosaur. Look at that beak. That's a lovely colour.
Okay, so what do you get from the colour? What do you get from this then?
I get a sunset with the pink. There's pink there. That's a sunset. What that dinosaur's doing there. Let me just see.
See, I don't see that at all.
Do you? I also see it's a little creature there peeking over the top.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, something there. And here. I think it's just people looking.
Yeah, for me, I see a desert. So what I want to say to Tony is that, do you feel lost at this moment in time, and that you're going around in circles, you're not going anything? And because I also see mountains in here, is it so everything that you've been doing recently, it seems to be a real big mountain and a climb for you to get over and trying to solve a situation. So because of the desert, you feel lost, and because of the mountains, you always seem to be struggling to get up the top. But the blue, for me, I see that as water, and that's life. And then when you look at life, we all go through these. We sometimes can feel lost. We sometimes can keep climbing and not reach in the end. But also water gives life, doesn't it? So in my view is that new changes, new beginnings, new start. And that's what I get just by looking at that.
Wow. As Magella says, I see a bird, solar plexus is vibrant, and someone swimming again. Healing and protection all around you. Wow. That's another pen gone. I'm going to write that. Tony, right? That,
Kimbo is saying 2 fish kissing.
2 fish kissing.
Yeah. And a bird standing in water.
I tell you what,
see land.
if you turn it that way,
feel the top of the world.
That is 2 angelfish kissing. Julie says, I can see a girl's head with blonde hair, with a yellow crown. The blue dinosaur is her blue top. Right, so that was that way up. The blue dinosaur is her top. I can now see, I've lost my pointer. That's a bird standing on one leg, I think. They said kissing gouramis.
How people see different things.
Yeah. Heidi sees a duck with a plant on its head, obviously. Jacqueline, I can see a whale. Wow. It is surprising what people see.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So there you go, Tony. You got lots of feedback and a lot of people saying different things. Take from it what you can.
Yeah. I'll pop that into the fan page as well. Who else did you say, Richard? We got time for one more. Did you say Sue
Wendy?
Chadwick?
Wendy? No, I said Wendy. Wendy Gawley.
Wendy Gawley. Where's Wendy Gawley gone? There she is.
Here you go.
Okay, Wendy. I'll just get some more of my trusty.
Because she's been here for a while. So
she has.
Just why Alison's doing that, just for this Saturday where we have our anniversary. Last week we did a show where I came on spontaneously with Zoom on, and it turned into a really funny evening. We're going to be doing the same thing. So if there's anybody who are readers who's been on our channel, if they want to come on to Zoom next week with us, I'm going to do my dodgy readings. They don't have to do any readings, but it'd be nice to see as many hosts from SPtv to come on and celebrate the 3 years. And we're just going to be having a bit of a giggle. It may go a little bit adult, as in some language may slip by certain people. So come on, enjoy the fun. We've put the details when we go live next, like this Saturday.
Okay.
Wendy is saying blue, green, and pink, please.
Okay, blue, green.
Take care, Julie.
And pink. Bye, Julie. Bit of blue. Let's even that side out. Bit of blue, bit of green. And that blue is going into the green.
Which makes
pink.
Yellow.
Yeah. Right. Down we go. Let's pop that down for you. Ooh. Ooh. just going to go there and pop you back up in a second.
Yeah,
I'll get myself organised.
That is a good idea, Kimbo. We'll see if we can we'll squeeze that one in. I think that'd be quite fun.
What are you squeezing in?
2 colours each for Heidi and Kimbo to see what comes out.
Yes, okay.
So 4 colours on one iron.
Right. I'll give that a little rub. That's dried a bit. And with these, when you actually have them, you can just keep giving them every now and again, give them a bit of a polish.
And what does that do?
Just shines it up a bit. It goes a bit dull. Okay. So, what have we got there then?
I see like a being in the middle, sort of coming over a cliff. The big head.
Here.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
below that, I get like a lot of land. I see a lot of crystals, sort of thing. And
I see some rocks of some kind just in the corner.
yeah, that's the land. Yeah.
Yeah.
You planning on moving, Wendy? Because I get, for me, when I see that, I see there's someone overshadowing you all the time, and that you just want to move. You just think enough's enough, and I want to go, sort of thing. And there's light at the end of the tunnel, hence the light there, and pastures green. So new beginning, new start.
Trying to get that in position. There we are.
And also needed some healing.
Wendy says it's full of crystals.
And we can see it at the bottom of the blue, yeah.
Yeah. Jacqueline said top right looks like spirit people in a huddle.
Could be, yeah.
Michelle, healing, someone looking down, something new. Definitely a new start, Wendy says. Yeah. She needs to speak more.
Yeah. Stand your ground. Speak up.
Yeah. That's a lovely colour. Yeah.
Nice. Right, the last one then, I think.
Wendy Gawley. Last one. So, right, we've got the old...
Yeah, we've got Kimbo saying pink and blue.
Right. Pink and blue. What is Heidi saying?
And Heidi is saying orange and green.
Orange and green. Okay. So, Kim's pink. Bit of blue. Heidi's orange. And her green. This blue is always going, spreading into all the other colours. Okay. Right, pop you down. Shove it on. Oh, look at this. Just going to give that a... No, I'm not going to touch that anymore. Let's just see what we've got. I'll give that a wipe, because that's a bit dirty now because of them two. Had to be those two. They're like the naughtiest kids in the school, aren't they? We are bonded forever now, Kim. Right, I'll give that a... I think that's dried. Just a bit of a white. Oh, these colours. And you know, sometimes I've noticed that they actually change. You look at it and then you see something totally different. I love this one, but I don't know. Right, let's see. What do you think of that?
complete silence. I'm thinking, this is a madhouse.
I'm just reading the comments on there. One of my peanuts, Heidi. Yeah. Right, come on in. Looks like a
For me,
robin on the top.
For me, I get it. It's that there's like some kind of entrapment or a trap because they're in a cave, they can't get out. And if you look, there's like this green on the bottom, this bluish thing, and then some kind of get further over, down, down, keep going down. There, stop, there? Just there, all across there, and it looks like some kind of, that's it. That bit there seems completely blurred, so it's like a fire. There's energy that needs to be released. Something's been boiling up, and it's got to be released, like the steam coming from it. Don't feel trapped in a situation that you can't get out of, but you need to speak up, and then you can move forward. If that makes sense.
Deb says whirlpool with things being pulled into it. Is that a washing machine?
Yeah.
Whirlpool washing machine. Heidi says telling us we are space cadets. The pair of you are something, that's for sure.
I'm seeing angels. So Michelle's saying everyone feeling off Russian wishing going on. Michelle. I can see dolphins, 2 birds, and a dragon.
A volcano exploding.
And Heidi's saying, that's me. I need to speak up about something.
Not live, though, Heidi.
Grounded in a being. So I see the big Lion King and the King Rock. So there's a lot there that people can see there.
There's definitely,
So I think you've got a show coming up to do all that then, Alison?
Oh, I think so. I've just seen this bit here. Where are we? Over here. It's like a cave.
That's what I said.
Did you?
Yeah, I said they're trapped. Yeah, typical. I said they were trapped in a cave and they need to come out and say something.
Oh, yes. Yes. I don't know what that is, though, going up. I can't control my hand.
But that's, if you look at it, just there's like a blue aura around them, saying that you're being protected and healing needs to be done. This is more health situation than anything else.
Yeah. Heidi needs lots of healing in lots of ways. Because she's a bit of a nutter, isn't she, really?
But we won't want her any other way.
No, she's special. Special to us. The Heidi and Kim show, Kim says. I'm going to pop these on. Magella said she'd like to study them more. So I'll put them on the fan page. And you can have a look at them and comment on them. And there we go. So we've done about 5, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pop them on and you can have a look at them. Good look at them all later on. I've got everybody's names on just to double check. Yeah. So they will be on there a bit later. You're welcome, Heidi. Yeah, I think, if everybody's interested, we can do this again one day. Maybe get a reader on and see what they can see. It's Jacqueline, it's called Encaustic Wax Art. I got this from Amazon. There are other places. There is a main website. It's not cheap. This was £76. But you can buy it separately.
Could you buy the wax from something like the hobbyist shops or craft shops, I'm guessing?
Well, Hobbycraft, obviously other shops are available. They don't sell it anymore because I know Julie bought loads of it when they were selling it up. Amazon, obviously you'll get it the next day. But the iron, this is what you're paying for because it's got it written on there. Encaustic Wax Art. But you can get a little cheap iron, a travel iron.
Travel iron, yeah.
Just keep it on low. Most travel irons don't have the steamer on it. The blocks you can buy, just search for it. This one is the starter kit because I've been lazy and I haven't bought any more. But you get all these little blocks. You can buy them separately and the card as well.
Is it a
will-
type of card then? Is it was
It's-
just any card?
Do you know, I'm going to try photograph paper because I have got some, because these are shiny. But I know Julie Caswell has been experimenting with different sort of mediums, different paper and what have you. So, well, I don't know what she came up with, but you can buy it separately. If you go online, just Google or Amazon Encaustic Wax Art. This came in a kit. It is expensive. You get a book with it.
And Deb saying wax crayons, they will work.
I'm going to try that. I will go and find Emily's crayons and steal them from her. The things that people, you can YouTube this as well, and they actually do drawings. There, that is what someone has done with theirs. It's unbelievable what they do, and there's no way I'm ever going to be able to do anything like that. But
I suppose it's learning how to
yeah,
position and you can get different types of iron, can't you? You don't have to go for the big thing. You can get the small irons.
you can get the very small ones, which would be perfect. This is just a travel one with it's cheap plastic. It's not worth the money. So yeah, buy it separately, and you get the little kit, and you get a scrying tool, which is on the floor now with my pens I've dropped. But yeah, it's fascinating, really is. But yeah, you can buy it all separately, which if you can do it, it's a lot cheaper. The the website that I was told about was £10 more than Amazon. Yeah, so it is expensive. So if you can buy it separately, I would do that. Magella, practice, Alison, and you will believe in yourself. Yeah, I need to believe in myself one day. Anyway, I think we're out of time, aren't we, Richard? We've gone over. We've gone over again. So, just like to thank everybody for coming on. Thank you, Richard, for coming on with us today.
You're welcome. My pleasure. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Been different.
Yes, it definitely has. So we'll do this again. We will definitely do that again. Tonight, just the adverts. Tonight we have from 8 p.m. is Matt and Kirsty with just Matt, because Kirsty isn't very well. So if you can send her lots of healing. So it's just Matt. Who's on tomorrow, Richard?
Tomorrow we have Deb Clark with her show at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. So there's something all week.
Wednesday we've got Oracle card readings with Natalie Finn.
Oh.
And then Thursday we've got Bree. She's back, influencing your future steps with past life readings.
That's in the morning, isn't it?
That's in the morning at 10 o'clock.
Oh.
Yeah, and then at 8 o'clock, and 8 o'clock, Bill's back with his connective consciousness with a medium.
Lovely.
Yeah.
It's a busy week.
It is a busy week. Yeah.
It is a busy week, and then Saturday night. Have we got Ashley on Friday night?
Yeah, we've got rune readings on Friday at 1 o'clock with Sam, and then we've got Ashley with philosophy. I was talking to Merjan. I think that's her name. Sorry if you're watching. About Friday night coming on in Zoom, where she'll be there and I'll be there and everybody else for a chinwag and do some funny readings, and she'll offer some astrology readings as well. So if you turn and said I'm a Sagittarius on 20th of whatever it is, I don't know what Sagittarius, then she'd give you a quick insight. So we're thinking about doing that this Friday night after Ashley's show.
Lovely. That sounds good.
Yeah. Hi, Joseph.
Hi, Joe. Jacqueline, I'm isolating. Tested positive. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. Oh, Deb says she does some on her own page too.
She does, yeah. She does do readings on her own channel as well, yeah.
Hello, Eddie. Anyway, thank you everybody for coming on. We will see you again. Richard's yawning.
Sorry. I have got a mute button on this microphone. I should learn to use it.
He's terrible, isn't he? He's
Hey.
terrible.
Human.
Yeah, I'm always yawning. Never mind. Anyway, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Richard, for coming on.
You're
And we will
welcome.
see you all again. Well, see you tonight, 8 p.m.
Yeah.
We hope. So just,
Have a
yeah,
great
have a good day,
afternoon,
everyone.
everybody.
Yeah.
And quickly to Joseph, I've just seen your comment. Please book me soon. You have to go through Veronica Jenkins about coming onto the channel, about booking shows like the Brunch. Obviously, you contact Alison, but I know Alison's got a whole list of people. So that's the way how you.
Yeah,
do it.
there may be a time. I am thinking of doing something one day with a few mediums or a few people coming on. So
That'll be
we'll see
good,
what
actually.
happens.
A nice
Yeah.
collective readers on your
Yeah.
channel. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a good idea. Yeah.
I'm thinking about that. So I'm just thinking of who. So you never know, Joe. See what happens. And that's it. So thank you, everybody. And we'll see you 8 p.m. tonight. See you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye.